On board the 1928 classic Yacht Euphemia 2. And this little project is kind of completing engine compartment ventilation. I'm not using blowers, I'm using constant duty fans. I have 3 cowlings on the roof of the wheelhouse, 2 facing forward, and then there's 1 facing back, or facing aft. And I installed a fan in the forward facing cowlings, which they have a pipe that goes right down into the engine compartment. I installed fans down at the bottom of the pipes, inside the engine compartment, to draw air in. But I saved the trickiest one to last, and that's a fan to blow air out of the engine compartment. So 2 in, 2 big ones, 1 sucking air in on the port side, 1 drawing air out on the port side, and then a smaller one drawing air in on the starboard side. And without the fan drawing air out, I've been running the boat with just the 2 drawing air in, creating positive pressure in the engine compartment, even with the engine running. And I was getting some smoke inside the engine compartment building up, and so that was not good. So I figured I better get onto this third fan. And so that's what we're going to talk about now. So, and these fans run whenever the engine is on, or whenever even you've got the start batteries engaged. So I'll show that in a second. Now this one was tricky because I had to somehow get in there and create a connection, and I was going to be able to do it without tearing apart anything, but behind that pipe there was a nail sticking through, and I couldn't bring the hose up around the pipe in order to wrap it and seal it, because that nail is in the way. So I ended up having to tear away a chunk of the wood in the galley, and yeah, it complicated the project. But down below here, that's where the fan is, and I built a little flange like I did with the other ones, using some PVC pipe and some plywood, so that I can attach a hose to it, or the fan to it. The wires you see coming through there, the gray ones are for the solar panels. They are run through this pipe, which is a little complicated. There was also a lightning ground in there. I actually had to cut that, and I haven't replaced it at this point. There's a break in that now. But I was able to keep these solar panel lines in there. The red wires are also ground, but they weren't hooked up to much to begin with, so I'm not worried about them that much. There is some old wiring inside here, and this was opened up by somebody else. And one of them is for the aft light in the wheelhouse up there, which doesn't work. But I don't want to put power to it. And when I do put power to it, it works. But I don't want to put power to it because there's like a whole nest of taped together wires in there, and I haven't been able to figure out where 2 of them go. So I don't want to put power on there. So that light won't work, and I possibly will never even sort that out. But there's the fan, and I'll show you the intrusion on the galley. So everything was in front of stuff, so I had to take out a lot of things to get to this. Now, in terms of future maintenance, I'm going to make this so it'll be a removable panel on here, or at least something easier to remove. Because it makes it a heck of a lot easier to put that ducting on there, that pipe on there, when you can get around to both sides of it. And of course the nail's gone. The nail was it's one of these nails sticking out in the back of this board here that was causing me all the trouble. Yeah, so it added a whole bunch of hours to the to the project, unfortunately. Now, to show that it works, and show how it works. So like I said, I've got a switch, a remote battery switch in the dash, and when I turn it on, you'll hear the fans wind up. So I have all 3 fans. There's a fan drawing in air down there. There's a fan drawing air down there, a smaller one. And these higher capacity fans, they really move a lot. I don't know how many cubic feet they move, but a lot. So there is a bit of a breeze around the connection, so that's a little concerning, but I think the vast majority of it is coming out to the top. And you can tell because you stick your hand in here and you feel a good stiff breeze coming out of there. And you can maybe even hear it. So I think that's a success. I also had to take this off as well and put it back on again because I wasn't sure what was going on with that ground wire, where it led to. So I had to take it off, take a look down. Also opened up, I put new canvas on this a couple of years ago, and I didn't leave a very big hole in the top because I wasn't really worried about the ventilation at the time. And so I had to take this off and cut canvas around to make the hole larger. But that's blowing really, really nice. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that helps out. I mean, even with this old engine being as old as it is, 1966, 67, straight six turbo diesel from Volvo, you're going to get, you know, some exhaust and fumes or whatever inside the engine compartment, drips of oil on the engine block burning off, whatever. I think I might want to replace the turbo in this too, but that'll be another day. So, but for now, we'll see how much that has reduced the fumes. Because when you're in the wheelhouse with the doors closed, you can smell it. But maybe not now. And that's the idea. All right, that's it for now.